At least 369,000, that's how many people in Central Florida have concealed weapons permits. But the problem is having a permit doesn't necessarily mean you know how to use a gun safely.
News 6 traffic safety expert Steve Monteiro talks about safety on a daily basis. When it comes to guns, proper safety isn't an option, it's a necessity. He takes us to a local concealed weapons permit class to show us why all classes are not created equal.
Pick the gun up, finger off the trigger, loaded. Put your finger on the trigger, start squeezing. Finger off the trigger, wow.
She's tearing out the center.
But the best part is she's doing it safely. More Central Floridians are arming up every year for personal safety.
People from all walks of life, all different experience with guns.
John Lassiter has been a firearms instructor with Addison's Gun Shop in Kissimmee for 30 years.
3,000 to 5,000 people.
And every single one of his concealed weapons classes starts with
safety.
But John says not all classes are up to par.
What I try to do first thing, I simply go over from ground zero. So the basic stuff out there, people need it. We take it for granted, because we're around guns, that they should know this. They don't.
First, some education before ever touching a gun.
Number one rule of gun safety, always point muzzle in a safe direction. Always, always, always keep your finger off the trigger unless you're shooting the weapon.
After the basics, it's time to learn how to safely handle an unloaded gun.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the cylinder. That's a professional way for me to hand you this gun.
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah. It's
Really not what you expected.
No, it's a lot heavier than I thought it would be.
Then it's time to head to the range.
I want to see everything perfect. Then I'm going to tell you to shoot. Then you put your finger on the trigger, nice slow trigger pull. Bam, finger off the trigger, set the gun down. Same way every time. Muscle memory is what we're building right here. The most important thing is range time, and I'm talking about real range time with real instructors that are going step by step what they want, not just throwing you a box of shells and a gun and say, okay, can you get a couple rounds down range?
Because you can always tell the difference when someone has real experience.
Nice. No, not bad at all.
But the education should not stop there.
And get back to a range quickly. The same person will buy a gun for self-protection. Go put it in their nightstand. That thing will sit there for 10 years. They'll never look at it. They'll never go shoot it or whatever. That's my biggest thing. If you're going to do this, do it right.
Once you've gotten your certificate from the safety class and your permit from the state of Florida, you are now allowed to carry within your rights here. Keep in mind, as a law enforcement officer, we are the only ones that are allowed to openly carry. Concealed carry permit means just that. You can't see it. In South Osceola County, Trooper Steve, News 6, getting results.